Hello, my name is Addison Yellington, and I am presenting my project on autism. This project meant a lot to me because I know a lot of people that have autism, and I have helped a lot of people that have autism and volunteered with a lot of people that have had autism. So I decided to do my course project on this. The symptoms of autism, they have social challenges, communication difficulties, repetitive behaviors, sleep dysfunctions, sensory processing problems, and seizure disorders. Basically, what autism is their brains think differently than ours do. They have a lot of social challenges, like they don't communicate very well with other people. Repetitive behaviors, they keep doing things over and over again to sometimes get attention. They have processing problems. Sometimes it takes longer for them to complete a task that people without autism could take only 5 to 10 minutes. And sometimes they do have seizures. The signs of autism, usually they don't respond to their name. They avoid eye contact. They want to be left alone. They don't like being touched. Difficulty understanding other people's feelings and their own. They repeat words or phrases over and over again. They can get upset by minor changes. They tend to flap their hands or sometimes even rock their bodies. They have little to no social skills, and they give unrelated answers to questions. You can find some of these signs if you have a little kid and you're a parent wondering if your kid has autism or not. You can use some of these signs to kind of decide if you need to take them to the doctor for a diagnosis. Caring for someone with autism can be very difficult. It is something that you have to do for the rest of your life. A person with autism depends on someone for the rest of their life. They always need that extra help. When caring for someone with autism or living with someone with autism or even having a child with autism, communication is key. You have to make sure you are very careful on how you speak to them and how you use your words because, like I said before, they get upset over the littlest things. You also have to be willing to help them with tasks. Most people with autism cannot perform simple tasks on their own and require a lot of help. Make sure you always have a helping hand available for them. Sometimes physical contact is not welcome. A lot of people with autism become overwhelmed when people try to touch them. So that means hugging, kissing them on the cheek, holding their hand, just rubbing their arm, anything. Most people with autism do not like physical contact. They have a hard time socializing. You have to make it easier for them to talk to you by using simple words and sentences. Every person with autism is different, so some may be able to carry on a conversation better than others. Living with autism is not only hard for that person, but it's also hard for the family too, because like I said before, that person is always going to be dependent on someone for the rest of their lives. A lot of people look down at people with autism, but they really are some brilliant people. They just think differently than we do. Living with autism can be a daily struggle. Most people with autism cannot perform simple tasks and rely on their family for everything. People with autism are allowed to go to school till they are 21. Going to school allows them to meet new people and somewhat socialize. Some autistic people can even continue to go on to college. Some places like grocery stores hire people with autism even though they have this disorder. Is it important to make them feel as normal as possible by providing jobs like this, and it helps them to do so. Autistic people need a routine every day because even one simple change can make them very upset. Having autism not only affects the person, but the family too. So like I said before, helping someone with autism, you have to be very careful about what you say, about what you do, and you have to know how to interact with they can sometimes have erratic behavior, and you have to know how to handle that. Like you could be out in public and they could start just shaking their hands, rocking their bodies, screaming, yelling. So you kind of have to know how to live with that. But honestly, people with autism are really the sweetest people ever in the whole entire world. They just think differently than we do. And I think it's important that people don't judge them because they really are human beings and they just want to fit in like us. So thank you for watching. This is my presentation on autism.